Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, come back again with me Rani. Okay, now in this occasion I will tell you about the forensic stylistic analysis of William Wordsworth and John Keats poem, and then the title of the poem. First one is By the Sea and the second one is On the Sea. Okay, next. Before we are going to analysis, I will tell you about the background of author. The first author is William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was one of the founders of English Romanticism and one of its most central figures and important intellects. He is remembered as a poet of spiritual and epistemological speculation, a poet concerned with the human relationship to nature, and a fierce advocate of using the vocabulary and speech pattern of common people in the poetry. The son of John and Anne Coxon Wordsworth, William Wordsworth was born on April 7 in 1770 in Cockermouth, Cumberland, located in the Lake District of England, an area that would become closely associated with Wordsworth for over two centuries after his death. He began writing poetry as a young boy in grammar school, and before graduating from college he went on a walking tour of Europe, which deepened his love of nature and his sympathy for the common man, both measured down in his poetry. Okay, the next is the second one of the author, John Keats. John Keats was born in London on 1 October in 1795, the eldest of Thomas and Frances Jane Keats, four children. Although he died at the age of 25, Keats had perhaps the most remarkable career of any English poet. He published only 54 poems in 3 slim volumes and a few magazines, but over his short development he took on the challenges of a wide range of poetic forms, from the sonnet to the Spenserian romance to the Miltonic epic, defining anew their possibilities with his own distinctive fusion of earnest energy, control of conflicting perspective, and forced poetic self-consciousness, and occasionally dry ironic wit. Okay, the next section I will tell you about the theoretical background. They are forensic stylistic and forensic linguistic analysis. First one, forensic stylistic, as it is sometimes called, applies linguistic technique to legal and criminal issues. This discipline subjects written or spoken materials, or both, to scientific analysis for determination and measurement of content, meaning speaker identification or determination of authorship in identifying plagiarism. The next one, and then the last one, forensic linguistic analysis, is utilized in cases involving assessment of truth, adjudication of authorship, submission of issues to a third party who has the power to deliver a binding decision, workplace and school violence, statement and confession analysis, and false allegation. Okay, before we are going to the analysis, I will tell you the poem of William Wordsworth and John Keats. The first poem is By the Sea, and then the second poem is On the Sea. I will tell you the rhyme pattern of the poem, and then the first poem is By the Sea. The first 8 lines is A B B A A C C A, and the second half of the stanza, the focus switches to the child, and the rhyme pattern changes to D A F D F E. And the second poem, On the Sea, the first 4 lines is A B B A, the second 4 lines is A B B A, and then the third 5 lines is D A B C D D. Okay, we are going to the analysis. First one of the analysis. This is an analysis of the poem By the Sea. Stanza first. The first stanza, the use of his adjectives denotes a certain tension. For example, it, sweeper, desolate, swords, twice 10,000 cavern, Hecate. And then the second stanza, gentle temper found, scarcely smallest shell, for days where it sometimes fell, winds of heaven were unbound. Okay, the next stanza, For example, Facts and Tirade feeds upon the whiteness of the sea, uproarious, cloying melody, near some old cavern's mouth, start she names. Okay, they are about the analysis of the by the sea, and then the continue of the analysis of the poem on the sea. Stanza 1 until 4. More meaningful depiction of the sea and use personification. The word of it, whisper desolate, shores twice 10,000 caverns, sea, caverns mouth, hiccup, spell, and lips. The second stanza, in the line 5 until 8, discussion about the sea. For example, like gentle temper found scarcely smallest shell for days where it sometimes fell once of heaven were unbound. The next stanza in 9 until 12, for example, Facts and Tirade fest upon the wetness of the sea, uproar root, cloying melody. The last stanza in 13 and 14 lines, for example, start near some old cavern's mouth she names. Okay, I think that's all about the analysis of forensic statistics in the poem, but I will make a conclude in the discussion. So the conclusion of the forensic analysis of both the poem is using relation language. The first poem consists 11 lines and the second poem consists 14 lines, and then the poem has same title and same thing, and then has the same background scene. They have the connection between human, and then the time is the nature. Okay, the different word of both poem is the word thou as you and ye as you. Okay, I think that's all for me. So thank you so much. See you.